You feel what I'm saying? Woke up, took a shower, and now I'm about to go to the gym. But I just wanted to talk about, I really need to cut my hair. I really wanted to talk about having narcissist coworkers. You feel what I'm saying? So, my back. A lot of people in society don't know what narcissism is. You feel what I'm saying? But we have them all around. You feel me? But it's being more exposed now because of social media. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, the knowledge was out there probably in libraries and stuff back in the day, but most people weren't going in the library. I feel like society is set up like that. Society is set up to the point where they want to keep people suppressed, controlled, dumb. Because think about it, if we don't have people suppressed, controlled, filled with drama, then the world won't be able to function properly. We need police officers to deal with people we need people to be controlled, because you can't have everybody trying to be famous, because then there won't be no hierarchies, or there won't be no high achievers. They need people that stand out in different areas. The world needs toxicity. The world needs people to be falling apart, trying to pick themselves back together and stuff like that, because that's just where the game goes. So, like I said, because of social media, um, these things are being exposed. Before, it was just like, oh, that's LeBron James, so we all just gonna follow LeBron James just because he's LeBron James. Now it's like, who is LeBron James for real? Like, but besides the fact that, and I'm not saying he did anything, but I'm just saying, like, we are questioning everything now, and a lot of the older generation is attacking us for doing that. But at the same time, it's because part of the older generation had a lot to hide, and they were living in the facade. And real talk, I'm putting it together as I'm talking, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go on both sides. I'm not gonna be biased because I'm part of the younger generation. The younger generation is getting a lot of information, but we're not really doing nothing with it. But it's because we're young. So who knows? We might get older and then start to apply the information. You feel what I'm saying? It's funny. Jay-Z talked about that. He's like, yeah, the younger generation think they got it. Blah blah blah. Um, and who is he to talk for? Because we don't really know him. Like I said, people saying he demonic. Him and who knows? Jay Z could be a narcissist. But like I said, this is talking about, um, you know, narcissist coworkers. So the problem with narcissists in workspaces, right, is the fact that most people in society don't know what narcissism is. And I seen this video where this girl was, and I agree with this so much, where this girl was basically, I'm gonna bring this a little closer. I seen this video where this girl was basically talking about how a lot of times a narcissist supervisor who is directly over you as a regular worker was recruited or worked their way up to be a supervisor. And the reason why the manager is okay with the narcissist being the way they are is because a lot of times people with high empathy, people who are very emotional in a sense, aren't really good for those type of positions. I know personally, I was a supervisor before for years, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it, and it drains you. I can do it, but it takes a lot out of me. I'm not gonna lie, the narcissists, the people with no empathy, and people they thrive off of that stuff because they literally are built that way. The problem is they are built to take on those roles, but the problem is they cause so much drama and toxicity. So it's like they're taking on those roles. They make sure they let their workers know you got to do X, Y, and Z. They can be very firm. They won't go over their boundaries or whatever the case may be. Chirag, love my boy. What's good, bro? But they won't go over their boundaries. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, they will still, hold on. But at the end of the day, they will still be toxic. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a double-edged sword. It's like you make them the boss. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, they'll still be toxic. They'll still be toxic. So you got somebody who can do the job for you, and they'll still be toxic. But to get into what I was saying is, a lot of times the manager, the higher up, you feel what I'm saying? The higher up and the supervisor have the same qualities. So you, as the regular worker, if you go tell your manager like, "Yo, my supervisor doing X, Y, Z," you can't go tell them that your supervisor is a narcissist. But if you go tell your manager that your supervisor's doing X, Y, Z, or they acting in a certain type of way, they're 9 times out of 10, they might both, you know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? They might both have I be forgetting that I'm on live because now I'm coming on here to make videos. So when someone pop up, I'll be like, oh snaps. Checking in, checking in. What's good? What's good? I put in for a bunch of truck driver jobs too. Um and I seen something that you can like you get paid training and all that. And I know another girl that followed me on TikTok and Instagram. She was telling me she's a truck driver, and she told me the same thing you were saying. She was like, just become a truck driver, just become a truck driver. And she's like, you work alone and all that good stuff. And she told me about some companies, but I applied like a couple weeks ago and they never got back to me, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'll reach out again. But yeah, to get back to what I was saying, a lot of times the manager is toxic, just like the supervisor. So they got the same qualities. So they like, you know what I'm saying? If you call out the supervisor, the manager's like, I don't know what you're either they don't have the same qualities and they're not self-aware, or if you call out the manager and they'll be like, they doing a good job for me. I don't care how much drama they cause, and they're doing a good job for me. You the only one complaining. Everybody else falling in line. So win. But they won't say that to you. Yeah, all that. You'll love it out there. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get um into that type of stuff because like no cap, you know the stuff I'm talking about on my channel, and it's like every job that I go to is like the same thing. But back to your topic. Facts. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about in this, right? I keep forgetting that I'm on live, so I'll come on here. They always look out for business interests. They always look out for business. Business best interest. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? But yeah, because I come on here to make videos, because if I keep recording long videos on my phone, it keeps saying too much like storage. So I just be like, and I like to put a lot of stuff on my phone, delete a lot of stuff, so I don't be feeling like doing that. So I was like, I'm just gonna start recording videos on the live thing, and then it'll be on my live tab. And if I want to take the little clips from this, I could just download the video and put it on TikTok and stuff like that. So I'm using this, taking the manager size. Yeah, it used to happen to me too. I can never. Hold on, what you say? You say you can never keep clocking in again? My bad, it disappeared. Oh, live chat. Oh, here it goes. I can never see me clocking again. Like working a regular job, you saying? I don't, bro, like, I don't know what it is. It's like every job I go to, it's like, and it's frustrating, bro. It's like every job I go to is like, they come out of nowhere. It's like they find me. It's like, oh, we got 5 new people starting. We got new people starting. All right, I'm gonna go get him. Mm-hmm. And I could not say nothing. I could not say nothing. I cannot show. I cannot smile. I cannot. I could just have a regular. I don't have. I'm not showing anything that is you know what I'm saying, for them to leech onto me, but they still somehow gravitate towards me. But yeah, so we're dealing with narcissistic coworkers is different. It's different. It's frustrating. It's always a witch in the building creeping on you. Facts, bro. So I just got to this new job, right? Mind you, I have 2 jobs now, right? Um, I got to this new job, and the one girl is bullying the other girl, but the other girl don't know because she's not self-aware, so she don't know that. You know what I'm saying? The manager told me that there's no drama or whatever. I I I meet another person, another girl there, mind you, at this company. I'm the only man in this thing that I'm working with. No cap, I'm the only man. I talked to the other girl, and the girl who's bullying the other girl apparently has had a bunch of bad situations with a lot of people at that company, but there's no drama, right? And from what the girl was telling me, the other girl, this girl's the narcissist. I'm trying to tell you, but they don't know that. I'm not gonna go in there and being like, yeah, yo, she's narcissist. She's being passive aggressive. She gaslighting, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna do that because they're not gonna get it. And if I do tell them, they probably gonna spread it around. It's gonna come back to me some negative way. So I ain't even say none of that. But she's like, yeah, she did this to me, she did that to me, and then she gonna come up to me and ask me, am I good? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh yeah. I was thinking in my head like, oh yeah, she was gaslighting you, and she trying to get a reaction out of you. But I did say that. I said, oh, she trying to get a reaction out of you. And the girl was like, yeah, that's what I think she was trying to do. And they said we can't work together no more. Blah blah blah. Yeah, because what the girl did with me, which I was so happy that one of the managers, um I was so happy that one of the managers realized it. I just started. The girl came up to me on some like, you supposed to do X, Y, and Z. Mind you, it was my second day at this job. And it's like, how are you gonna get mad at me and it's my second day? I don't know that I'm supposed to do X, Y, and Z. So she came over to me to show me I'm supposed to do something. And she was telling me to pull out the books. And I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. She's standing over me looking like with the Jezebel spirit, staring at me looking all crazy. I didn't notice it because I'm looking down at the book. One of the other like supervisors or whatever, yes, she's a micromanager, self-manager. One of the other supervisors and stuff came over and looked at her and said, why you, she said, why you looking at him like that? She said, why are you, she's like the manager's secretary, and she's definitely not a narc. She's a super nice lady. She said, why you looking at him all mean? You gonna scare him away. They act like they run the building. Yeah. She said, why you all mean? You gonna scare him away, blah, blah, blah. And she just like was calling her out. And then she was like, the same girl that was staring at me all crazy was like, Josh, we gotta take the trash out. Mind you, we're supposed to be two different, we're supposed to be working alongside each other, and we have to work with toxic people. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. We have to deal with clients that are toxic, right? So we're supposed to be working together. It's not supposed to be like one ahead of the other. It's not supposed to be we have enough to deal with the clients, so we shouldn't be playing mental gymnastics with each other. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what she don't get. It's wild. It's super wild. And I've been writing down everything she been doing. So if I either decide to leave or let them know I can't work with her, I got everything written down, and I got my copy and send it right to my boss. Like this is exactly why I don't want to deal with this person. Feel what I'm saying? And I feel like the way I'm approaching it is actually solid, because back in the day I would just snap off like, yo, you need to stop gaslighting me, stop playing with me, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. But now I'm not even doing all that. Like it's crazy because I was working with her and another girl, and it's crazy that people don't see this. She bullying the other girl, talking about, did you just roll your eyes at me and stuff like that? But the girl don't see it, right? She making jokes about fighting her, and then she's like, oh, I enjoy messing with you. Like what? Josh, your energy will drag all the broken and miserable people that need healing. Is bro, it is, and that's why it is true that it's spiritual, because like I said before, I can see if you could say like the way you carry yourself, the way you always laughing, the way you always smiling and stuff. I can see if you said that, but I literally be showing no emotion on purpose. I be like, I don't even be laughing at her jokes sometimes and stuff, or even the other situation I had at this other job. I'll be stoic. I purposely don't show the energy. I don't be all laughing, bubbly like I do in my videos. And they still somehow gravitate towards me. That's why I said I wish I could have like a fly on the wall to see how I act outside of my body. Because I'm like, what am I showing that is making these people? And I have to be real myself, because my ego for a long time allowed me to say like, yeah, people not gonna try me, people not gonna blah blah blah. But that's ego. People try me all the time. It's not what you express and show. It's the energy that feels good within you. Yeah, it is. I'm trying to tell you. Like I always say, I'm not perfect. I'll be petty all the time. If somebody do something to me, I'll be ready to do something way petty back. Now I've controlled myself and stopped doing that as much. It's not what you're showing, it's what you are feeling. Yeah, this is crazy. Like I said, I follow the spirituality stuff, so I get it, but it's still like crazy. You know what I'm saying? The reason why it's crazy is because you can't really explain it to nobody. I couldn't go to my manager and be like, "Yeah, it's spiritual warfare." She, you feel what I'm saying? My manager will be like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" Well, my manager is a woman, so she'd be like, "Josh, go back to work," or "Josh, it's not that big of a deal," or "Josh, she not that blah blah blah." You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. They feel miserable and you feel good. You are like sugar and they are like ants. Facts. So the other girl that's on the other shift, oh my God, her energy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Her energy is so good that it's attractive to me. Her energy makes me attracted to her. That's how good her energy is. And working alongside her is like we just together and we gotta work on the clients. You feel me? It's like it's just me and her and we gotta work with the clients. This other girl, I feel like somebody watching me. I feel like, am I doing this wrong? Even though I don't care what she thinks, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody got like they're like this at me. Like even I'm talking to the client when I first got there, or whatever, and I could see her watching me over the couch. She on the couch, but she's like watching me, and I look at her. So after she did that stare down thing at me at the book, and the lady called her out, I didn't look up at her, so I didn't know. I was looking at the book. And the lady called her out. When she was talking to me, I would look her dead in her eyes without blinking. And her energy kind of changed. But it's like, they can't change. They're not all bad, but the good ones, and they're also try to fit in. So you can't. 1 second. Live chat. So you can tell them personal things like spiritual stuff because they will tell the bad one just to fit in. Yeah, so when I first got there, that girl, the crazy one, like she was gossiping about people, right? And then she kept like throwing shots at the other girl who she was bullying. Um and it's just weird. It's just weird. I feel like at this point they just those people that I don't want to be around. But I'm just trying so many tactics. You don't know, like I had this weekend off and I was watching so many videos, even though they say don't focus on it because it will grow or whatever. But I was watching so many videos on how to respond to them, how to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? The main thing is you just don't engage with them. But and some people just toxic because they just never worked on themselves. They're not all the way there. But I think she's all the way there. I can see it in her face. You feel what I'm saying? I think she's on the other side of the spectrum of narcissism or whatever. Like she's definitely NPD. You could see it in her. Like just the fact that this the second day you met me and you grilling me, you looking at me like I'm like some little insidious demon. Like, mind you, the thing she called me out for supposedly the thing I yeah, I do need to test her. The thing she called me out for supposedly not doing, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? So I'm on a PM shift. The other people who left before me on the AM shift, they didn't even do what she was telling me I should do. So when I went back in the book, it's just you got to sign something. You got to sign thing for each client. When I went back in the book, the other staff that's the other staff that's been there for a long time didn't even do what she was calling me out for doing. So it was confusing to me. It was like, are you just trying to do this for control? Which I'm telling you it was. I observed everything ever since I was little. I've observed everything. I used to sit on the step and observe people. I used to be at the park. I could be in the middle of a basketball game and I'm observing people. I'm observing how they move, the stuff they say, how they talk. You know what I'm saying? And I have very good memory. Like I remember stuff from years. But yeah, you're right. I do gotta test her. I do gotta test her for sure. But I haven't come across that situation yet. Definitely haven't. But I know she gonna try me because I've been paying attention to how she operates with other people. She played nice at first, right? She played nice so she can get on their good side in a sense, right? And then she start throwing passive aggressive comments at them to see how they gonna respond. And she enjoys how they respond. She gets off from how they respond, especially because most of the time it's like negative. Um, if you don't give her nothing most of the time, she chills for a little bit, but then it's like she gets bored and she goes off about her business. She might leave you alone for a little bit, and then she'll come back with a different tactic. You feel me? And she wasn't doing this to me because I'm new, so I was just observing. She was working with another coworker, and I'm just watching her. And I'm just like, I'm watching their interactions, and then I'm watching how that other coworker interacts with me versus how she interacts with her, which everybody's different. Like I said, I'm different, you different, we different, right? But I'm just watching it. I'm like, she bullying her. She's no good. Yeah, yeah, and like I said, apparently she's had issues with. She's testing you. Yeah, apparently she's had issues with three other people that don't want to work with her no more. You feel me? And I wasn't told this. That's another thing. They brought me in here. I'm only assuming this. They brought me in here to work with somebody who nobody wants to work with. And the same thing happened at my other job. They brought me in to work with somebody who nobody wants to work with. Somebody just messaged me. And that tends to happen because I remember my interview, the manager was like, "How are you working with people?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I worked with people at my last job, or whatever the case may be." I'm not no savior. And I'm like, I love conversation. I like to blah blah blah. I'm not no say, and I'm not saying that they really think that I'm some like savior or something, but I think that they feel like I have a quality that is going to basically a bunch of people are complaining about one person. So they think that not me specifically, I'm not putting myself on a high horse or egotistical because you have healing energy. So they figured you can change them. Yes. This happened at both jobs. They do think you are a savior. Yeah, but I'm not trying to be egotistical. That's why I didn't want to say it like that. But um in their mind, subconsciously, they think that like, okay, so and so had a problem with um and she had a problem with me since I got there. Yeah, it is a fact. But she had a problem with me since I got there because the windows were open, right? And you know how you can feel what people say. So the windows were open, and I literally hear her say, "There go the new guy." And I thought about it before I walked in the door for a second. I'm like, dang, that sounds kind of messed up. That sounds kind of negative. But I just came in and I was like, hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Gave everybody a pound and stuff like that. And and I really now, yo, after I've been self-reflecting, I really wish I could see myself outside of my body to see how I react. Cause for years and years when I wasn't self-aware, I used to think that I was operating different than I was. And then when I would hear people say stuff about me, I'll be like, dang, I thought I was being an a-hole and they like, you know what I'm saying? Even when I'm being mean sometimes, it depends because sometimes I had a habit of when I'm being mean, I go left. Like I be snapping on people. But a lot of times when I feel like, I don't know, I'm being mean in a sense or trying to be bang, they be like, nah, you bro. Or it's just like you said, it's just energy. It's really just energy. You can listen to this book. Hold up. Yeah, send that to me because I'm about to go to the gym too, so I'll definitely use that as a tool. I think in my mind, I think in my mind, I magically think that I'm going to find some major tactic that is going to put me in the realm of like, bang, I got him. You feel what I'm saying? But that's not realistic. That's really not realistic. Because if you watch all these people on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, people for years and years that have been dealing with these people in different personalities and narcissism and stuff like that, they don't even, excuse me, They don't even have it down packed. I feel like you can't put a leash on a demon. And that's what people want to do when they become self aware. They like, oh, I figured them out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you out in the wild, right? And you like, yeah, I know tigers are strong. I know tigers are strong. But you try to put a leash on a tiger, he's still gonna attack you and kill you because it's a tiger. But nobody knows it's a tiger. That's how narcissists are. Nobody knows what narcissism is. Most people don't. They're not self aware, or they gaslight themselves. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, tell me about that book. Definitely tell me about that book. Because it's wild. That was a crazy analogy, right? It's wild. I really be forgetting I'm on live because, like I said, I come on here to make videos now because I noticed Aaron Clary does that. He does all his videos on live and then posts them up. It's called Becoming Supernatural. Now, is that book like dealing with like what is it exactly highlighting? Like, is it talking about dealing with toxic people? Is it you can watch yourself from outside? You can heal yourself and all that. Becoming supernatural. I hope they got an audio book because I'll listen to it while I'm at work for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's deep spirituality. These things will become small to you. Yeah, I need that because you know what I'm saying? I need that for sure because it's on YouTube. Becoming supernatural. All right, say less. Say less. I'm definitely going to watch that or listen to an audio book because dealing with these crazy individuals is like, bruh. And like I said, there's a lot of people that be calling themselves life coaches and stuff like that, but it be seeming like they don't even know what to do when it comes to these different personalities. Like they be having all these little different tactics and stuff like that, and it's like, bro, it's not working for you. Or they say they just stepped away. Anybody can do that. Like, but like I said, I don't think you can put a leash on a tiger, point blank. You feel me? But I think that's all I have to say about toxic coworkers. You know, this video is going on a half an hour. About to hop off of here. I think I'm gonna do this like every day. I might before I hit the gym, wake up, think of a topic. Oh yeah. I know Joe. I know Joe. Um, I watched some of his videos and he got motivation. He's talking about life and I seen him get interviewed a couple times. Um, I'm about to listen to that right now, but I'm about to go to the gym. I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate anybody who watching this. You feel me on YouTube. It's your boy Josh Different. I'm out. I'm different. You different. We different. Stay tuned. I'll probably be back tomorrow morning.